The legend of Atlantis, a technologically advanced island civilization swallowed by the sea, has captivated imaginations for millennia, sparking debates about its existence and location, and fueling expeditions dedicated to uncovering its secrets. The earliest known mention of Atlantis appears in Plato's dialogues Timaeus and Critias, written around 360 BC, where it's presented not as a myth, but as a historical account relayed through his ancestor, Solon, who heard it from Egyptian priests. Plato describes Atlantis as a naval power situated beyond the Pillars of Hercules, which generally refers to the Strait of Gibraltar, possessing a sophisticated political system, impressive architecture, and abundant natural resources. According to Plato, Atlantis was a confederation of 10 kingdoms, ruled by descendants of Poseidon, and renowned for its military prowess and a culture that eventually grew arrogant and corrupt. The Atlanteans attempted to conquer Athens but were defeated, and subsequently, Atlantis was struck by catastrophic earthquakes and floods, ultimately sinking into the Atlantic Ocean in a single day and night. Plato's account, while detailed, is not presented as a complete narrative, with Critias remaining unfinished, leaving many details of Atlantean society and its downfall unexplored. Over the centuries, numerous interpretations of Plato's story have emerged, ranging from literal depictions of a lost continent to allegorical representations of societal hubris and the dangers of unchecked power. Many theories attempt to pinpoint the geographical location of Atlantis, with the Mediterranean Sea, the Azores Islands, the Canary Islands, and even Antarctica being proposed as potential sites. One prominent theory suggests that Atlantis was inspired by the Minoan civilization of Crete, which flourished around 2714-50 BC, and was devastated by the volcanic eruption of Thera. Santorini. The volcanic eruption of Thera caused massive tsunamis and ashfall that likely destroyed Minoan settlements, prompting speculation that Plato's Atlantis was a distorted recollection of this historical event. Similarities between the Minoan culture and Plato's description of Atlantis, such as their naval power, advanced architecture, and apparent abrupt decline, have fueled this connection. However, discrepancies remain, including the size and geographical location, with Crete being significantly smaller than Plato's Atlantis and situated within the Mediterranean, not beyond the Pillars of Hercules. Another theory proposes that Atlantis was located near the Azores Islands, which are a volcanic archipelago in the Atlantic Ocean, formed by a tectonic activity and historically prone to volcanic eruptions and earthquakes. Supporters of this theory point to geological formations beneath the Azores Islands, including submerged plateaus and potential remnants of ancient structures, as evidence of a lost civilization. The Mid-Atlantic Ridge, a massive underwater mountain range running through the Atlantic Ocean, is also considered a possible location, with proponents suggesting that Atlantis may have been located on a now submerged portion of the ridge. The Bimini Road, a submerged rock formation near the Bahamas, has also been proposed as evidence of Atlantis, although scientific consensus attributes it to natural geological processes. The Canary Islands, another volcanic archipelago in the Atlantic Ocean, have also been considered a potential location, with some researchers suggesting that the islands may have been part of a larger landmass that sank into the sea. Some researchers have even proposed Antarctica as the location of Atlantis, based on the idea that the continent was once located closer to the equator and may have been habitable in the distant past. This theory relies on the idea of continental drift and the shifting of Earth's tectonic plates, suggesting that Atlantis may have been located on a portion of Antarctica that was once connected to other landmasses. However, the evidence supporting this theory remains speculative, and the harsh climate of modern Antarctica makes it unlikely that a civilization could have thrived there. Beyond specific geographical locations, some researchers argue that Atlantis was not a literal place, but rather an allegorical representation of a lost civilization, or a cautionary tale about societal hubris and the dangers of unchecked power. This interpretation suggests that Plato used the story of Atlantis to convey philosophical ideas about the ideal state, the importance of virtue, and the inevitability of decline. Others believe that the story of Atlantis may have originated from other ancient myths and legends, such as the flood narratives found in various cultures around the world. The concept of a lost civilization swallowed by the sea is a recurring theme in mythology, suggesting that the story of Atlantis may be a variation of a common archetypal narrative. Despite numerous expeditions and scientific investigations, concrete evidence of Atlantis remains elusive, and the existence of the city remains unproven. Archaeological surveys of potential locations have yielded some intriguing findings, such as submerged structures and unusual geological formations, but none have been definitively linked to Atlantis. The interpretation of these findings is often controversial, with skeptics attributing them to natural geological processes or other historical events. The ongoing debate about Atlantis reflects the enduring power of myth and the human fascination with lost civilizations and the mysteries of the past. The story of Atlantis has inspired countless works of art, literature, and film, shaping our understanding of lost civilizations and the potential for advanced technologies. Whether Atlantis was a real place or a fictional creation, the legend continues to captivate imaginations and inspire exploration, reminding us of the fragility of civilization and the importance of preserving our cultural heritage. The possibility remains that future discoveries may shed new light on the mystery of Atlantis, potentially revealing evidence of a lost civilization that once thrived in the depths of the ocean. However, without conclusive evidence, the legend of Atlantis will likely remain a captivating enigma, a testament to the power of myth and the enduring mysteries of the past.